The Lost Labyrinth of Ancient Egypt, with 3,000 rooms, a massive structure, surpassed even the pyramids. It boasted 3,000 rooms, filled with hieroglyphs and paintings. This wasn't a myth. Multiple ancient historians described it. Some even claimed to have seen it firsthand. For 2,500 years, this marvel remained lost. Now modern technology might have found it. In the 5th century BC, Herodotus wrote about an astounding sight in Egypt. He described a massive complex he called a labyrinth. This structure, he claimed, was more impressive than the pyramids. It contained thousands of rooms, spread across 2 levels, one above ground and one below. Over the next 6 centuries, several other historians mentioned this labyrinth. Strabo, Pliny the Elder, and Diodorus Siculus all described a similar structure. Their consistent accounts suggest that this labyrinth was indeed real. The complex was reportedly located near a place called the City of Crocodiles. This city was known to the Greeks as Crocodilopolis. It was dedicated to the crocodile god Sobek. He was associated with pharaonic power and fertility. But what was the purpose of this massive structure? Ancient writers offered various explanations. Some said it was a tomb for kings. Others claimed it was a temple to the sun god. A few even suggested it was a palace. Herodotus provided the most detailed description. He wrote of 12 covered courts with gates facing each other, passages twisted and turned through the complex. The walls, he said, were covered in carved figures. Each courtyard was surrounded by white stone columns. The upper level of the labyrinth was accessible to visitors. Herodotus himself claimed to have toured these rooms, but the lower level remained a mystery. The Egyptian caretakers refused to show it to outsiders. They said it contained the tombs of kings and sacred crocodiles. This underground level sparked much speculation. Some historians suggested it might have been used for secret ceremonies. Others thought it could have been a treasure vault. If the accounts are accurate, the complex covered an enormous area. It was large enough to fit the temples of Karnak and Luxor combined. For centuries, the location of this labyrinth remained unknown. However, in 1888, a breakthrough occurred. Flinders Petrie found the labyrinth's possible foundation near the pyramid of Amenemhat III Havara. Amenemhat III, the last great ruler of the 12th dynasty, likely commissioned the labyrinth. It was probably part of his mortuary complex. In 2008, ground-penetrating radar revealed underground chambers and walls. The layout matched the descriptions given by ancient historians. No one has yet excavated or entered these chambers. Until this happens, we can't be certain if this is truly the lost labyrinth.